see your feet until you're about there.
So stand out here, yeah? Or you can tilt it down. We're good.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to our second live lesson. So we're going to be doing, same as last week, 15 minutes of karate and then 15, no we're not, change that, we're doing 15 minutes of kickboxing and then 15 minutes of karate. And remember, all of these videos will be uploaded onto YouTube, so make sure you check that out. So last week we were just covering over the basic techniques. This week, a little bit more advanced, we're going to work on, at the moment, where you've learned a whole range of different techniques. Now we're just looking at identifying what blocks apply to what technique. So if you're getting hit with a specific movement, how do we block that accordingly? Before we start, yes, I am wearing socks, I'm aware of that, apologies for that, but I'm wearing my Jump Street grippy socks because otherwise the laminate mashes up my foot. Right, now we've got that out of the way, let's get started. Formal stance, us. So we're going to start with our left leg forward. Remember, everything I do, I'm mirroring it. So from here, left leg forward, just to get warmed up, jab, left hand punch, 1, forward and back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, aiming up to the head, 8, 9, slight bounce forward, 10. And now before we change legs, we're going to do that block. So if you're getting hit with a punch to the head, how do we block that? Now we're going to use the same hand. From here, that left hand is going to block across the face. So we're moving the hip back. So on the count, 1, the same hand blocks. 2, that left hand. 3, 4, 5, get back up straight, 6, and notice when I do it, I'm not leaning backwards like I said last week. 7, just block and reset. 8, 9, and 10. Now change feet, go back to the jab, but on the other hand. Now this time on the left hand, no, right hand. 1, right hand jabs. 2, 3, out and reset. 4, try and keep the elbow down. 5, elbow down. 6, 7, forward and back. 8, 9, 10. And now this hand is going to block. So lead hand, because the left leg is forward, or in your case the right leg is forward, so it's the same hand, that makes it the lead hand. Lead hand, upper, parry. 1, 2, 3, and remember the hand goes in line with the side of my cheek. 4, 5, 6, 7, just pull that hip back, 8, 9, 10, and change feet. So we've learned a jab and we've learned the defense for a jab. Now we're going to do the same for a hook. So this lead hand, hook to the head and back. And remember, it's the hip that's coming round. So instead of just using your arm and hurting your shoulder, we're rotating round, pivot that hip round. 1, keep that left hand up. 2, or your right hand. 3, 4, keep that hip turned. 5, and make sure the elbow is raised. If the elbow is dropped, the first point of contact is actually that little finger. By bringing the elbow up, it makes the first point of contact those 2 knuckles. 5, 6, 7, turn that hip, but keep looking forward. 8, and now we're going to do the defense for that. So this time, we're going to do a roll. Now a roll is yellow to orange belt. Yellow to orange belt, this is their 3rd defense. So from here we're going to bend our knees, roll and reset. And when I'm doing that, the hands, I'm sinking into the guard. What I'm not doing, which I see many of my students do, is drop the guard and the head. The problem with doing that is from here, I'm actually in a much more vulnerable position. I'm more likely to get hit. Whereas if I sink into the guard, from here my head is much more protected. 1, roll round. 2, 3, so sink into the hands. 4, and it's not like a bob and weave. A bob and weave is where we move across. We're just doing a roll. 5, so just rotate that hip. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And change feet. So now we're going to go back to doing the attack, which was the lead hand hook. So now you have your right leg forward, right hand hooks. 1, 2, turn the hip. 3, apologies for that background noise, that's my washing machine. 4, 5, 6, turn the hip. 7, 8, 9, turn the hip. 10, good. And now we're going to do the roll, but this time we're going the other direction. 1, 2, 3, so sink into the guard. 4, sink into the guard and back. 5. So imagine your arms stay still, but it's my head that drops down. That's that initial phase of the movement. 6, 7, 8, remember yellow to orange belt. 9, 10. Excellent. Okay, so now jab cross, easy. Front hand, back hand. And remember, keep the elbows down. Don't allow the elbows to lift. Jab cross. 1, 2, 1, 2, and back. 3, 4, 5, and push that hip. 6, 7. So if I'm doing it sideways, remember this back foot, I'm raising the heel up as I initiate that hip movement. 6, I lost count. 7, 8, jab cross and back. 9, and 10. Good. Now the defense for that. So we have our left leg forward, jab cross. This time we're going to parry, parry. This is called an upper double parry. An upper double parry. Upper because it's up, double because we're doing 2 and it's a parry. Upper double parry. This is green to purple belt. Green to purple belt. 1, upper double parry. 2, 1 then the other. 3, 1 then the other. 4, 5, 6, and make sure when you're doing it, you reset back to guard in between those two. Many people I see when they first start learning it, they do this, 1, 2, and they forget to bring their hands back. First block goes across, and then the second one, I reset back to guard. So from here, the hand that's just on that block, your left hand, then goes to the side of your jaw, ready for the next block. Okay? 1, 2, just move back slightly. 3, push that hip back. 4, 5, 6, upper double parry. 7, 8, 1, 2, 9, 10. And change feet. So now you're going to do the previous attack, jab cross. So now you have your right leg forward, right, left. 1, aiming for the same target, their jaw. 2, jaw or nose. 3, and return back to guard. 4, 5, 6, jab cross. 7, 8, 9, 10. And now the appropriate defense, which is upper double parry. So it's going to be the other hand that leads. Front hand, your right hand. 1, and reset. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 8. If you have to slow down, that's fine. 9, 10. So now we're going to put those two together. Jab cross, hook, parry, parry, roll. Jab cross, hook, parry, parry, roll. Okay, so we're going to start off with the jab cross hook. Just slowly to begin with. 1, jab cross, turn the hip and reset. 2, 3, jab cross, turn the hip. 4, 1, 2, turn. So get a nice sharp hip movement. 5, 1, 2, turn that hip. Move back slightly a bit more. 6, apologies if I'm not in frame. 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, turn the hip. 10. And now the appropriate defense, which was parry, parry, roll. Okay? Parry, parry, roll. And we're going to roll this way. So this time we're going to roll in the direction of our back leg. So slowly, 1, parry, parry, cover, round, and reset back to the centre, ready for the next count. 2, parry, parry, roll and back. 3, 1, 2, and round. That's my washing machine's finished beeping. 4, parry, parry, roll and reset. 5, 1, 2, and round. 6, block, block, roll round. 7. So notice I move back slightly on the first 2 movements. After you finish, just reset forward, ready for the next count. 8, so I move back slightly on the parries, roll, and then reset forward. 9, and that ensures you finish back in the same position. 10. Good, and change feet. So now you have your right leg forward, jab, cross, hook. 1, jab, cross, hook, and reset. 2, jab, cross, hook. Oh, forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, apologies for that. 3, 1, 2, hook. 4, 5, jab, cross, turn that hip. 6, 7. So if you want to, by all means, speed it up. 8, but ensure you're returning back to guard. 9, 1, 2, turn that hip. 10. Good. Okay, so now doing the appropriate defense. Parry, parry, roll that way. 1, parry, parry, roll and reset. 2, 3, 1, 2, and roll. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and roll. 7, block, block, round and back. 8, 1, 2, and roll. 9, and last one, 10. Okay, so now on 1 count, you're going to do the attack followed immediately by the defense. You're going to do the attack followed immediately by the defense. Jab, cross, hook, parry, parry, roll. 1 count. Jab, cross, hook, parry, parry, roll. So you've got your left leg forward. I'm mirroring it. I've got my right leg forward. I'm going to start back a little bit more actually. 1, jab, cross, hook, parry, parry, roll. Slide down a little bit. 2, 1, 2, 3. And now move backwards. 1, 2, 3. 3, jab, cross, hook. Now the hand that does the hook, parry, parry, roll. 4, jab, cross, hook, parry, and round. 5, and you should finish back in the same place. I don't know if you notice this, but I'm always looking forwards. Little tip with martial arts, try and look forwards as best as possible, and that'll help keep that posture. The last thing I want to be doing is looking away from the target, because by doing that, now I have no idea what they're doing. If I keep looking forward and get in the habit of looking forwards, that'll make a huge, what's the word? That will help me massively when I progress up the belts and do more complex movements. 5, jab, cross, hook, parry, parry, roll. 6, and round. 7, 1, 2, and round. 8, 9, parry, parry, roll. Last one, 10. And now we've got one more set on the other leg. So now you have your right leg forward. So it's right, left, right. 1, right, left, right. This hand, parry, parry, towards the back leg. 2, hook, parry, parry, roll. By all means, higher grades as fast as you want. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 5, I'm going to do it a little bit slower. 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and roll. And remember my feet, instead of having your feet too far apart, bring your feet in slightly more. 7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 8. Good, 2 more. 9. And last one, 10. Good, excellent. So that concludes our live lesson in kickboxing. Next week, we're going to focus a lot more on legs. Today it was just punches and blocks. Also, don't forget, this video goes up on YouTube. Please, if you could subscribe if you haven't already, that'd be great, because we really want to be doing a lot more live video. Well, we want to be doing more live videos, and the best platform to do that is through YouTube, so people can easily cast it through to the TV. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Right, form stance. Us. I'm now going to keep the cameras rolling while I get changed for karate. Obviously, I'm not going to do that in front of the camera. I think last week someone timed it. Was it 17 seconds? I did last week. I'll try and beat it. Ready? So 3, 2, 1, now. Okay. That's the top. I'm literally doing this right in front of my lounge window. I think I'm a bit slower this time. And there's the bottoms. Seamless, perfect. See, you don't get this level of professionalism in other social media channels. Kaz and Kai, we are professional all the way. Okay, I'll try not to allow my top to fall off this time like last week. Right, karate, Masubadachi, heels together. So in today's lesson, we're going to focus mainly on some of the basic techniques going up and down, just to warm up with, and then we're going to work on the start of the 4 basic taikyoku katas. All higher grades. Please don't forget, we've uploaded videos of the pin and katas, of the advanced katas as well. They're being uploaded, I think it's every Tuesday we're doing that, and that's on YouTube as well as Facebook. So please be sure to check that out. So let's get started. So I'm going to do it slightly diagonally so it's in line with the camera. So Gidambarai, Yoe, and remember, Yoe, right hand on the outside, right hand in front. Gidambarai, back and block. Itch! And now, feel free to ki, but I'm not going to for my neighbour. On the count, we're going to slide forward and punch. 1, forward and punch. 2, slide and punch. We're only going to do 2 and then backwards. 1, keep that head still. 2, and now to the face, Jodan. Ich, Jodanzuki. Knee, backwards, ich, knee, gedan, groin, ich, gedanzuki, knee, and backwards, ich, knee. So, jodan, chudan, gedan. Whatever I call out, that's the punch you have to do. So instead of me counting, I'm just going to call out the level you have to punch. Jodan, jodan, backwards, chudan, Jodan, forwards, Gedan, Gedan, backwards, Gedan, Jodan, Jodan, Gedan, backwards, Chudan, Chudan. Perfect. Right, Kete Chudan, Chudanzuki. Kete Chudan, Chudanzuki. Stomach kick, stomach punch. Ich. So keep that shoulder back. Knee. And backwards. Ich. Kick. Land back. Knee. And remember, like we were saying last week, push that hip forward. That front knee is pushing over the front of that foot. You should not be able to see that front foot. So ensure your hip is pushed forward so you cannot see that foot. Back leg is straight. Once more. Kick, land, forward punch. Ich. Maegeri and punch. Knee. Backwards. Ich. Hold the arm still until you land. Knee. And now we're going to do Kete Chudan, Jodanzuki. Kete Chudan, Jodanzuki. Ich. Front kick, face punch. Knee. Remember, this punch is in line with the jaw. So I'm doing it here in line with my jaw, not up here or down. Backwards, ich, stomach kick, face punch, knee. And once more forward, ich, knee. And backwards, ich, knee. And yame, forward, Okay, so now we've got warmed up with that, let's start off with the katas. Now the first 4 katas, taikyoku katas. First 4 basic katas are taikyoku katas. We're going to start off with the first one. Right, I'm not going to do the whole thing because my house isn't big enough. So because of that, we're going to break it down in sections. Just the first kata. Turn and block. We're going to do it to our left. 1. Turn and block down this way. So it's this left leg that steps out. Okay? 1. Left leg steps out. Now you're going to slide punch. 2. Now this is the move that a lot of people struggle with initially. And that's pulling this front leg back. Pull that hip back and block. Okay? So from here, you have your right leg forward. Look over your shoulder. Pull that back. Block. 2. Slide. I'm getting a bit squashed in my house. And let's do that again. Might move over this way a little bit. I'm going to have to do it diagonally so I can fit in. So, 1, 2, and now slide back. 1, look over the shoulder. 2, and now from here that left leg steps out central. 1. Good. Okay. So we're just going to work on the start of these. 1, look block. 2, slide and punch. Pull back. 1, look block. 2, slide punch. Left leg out. 1, look block. And reset. Okay, slightly faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Good. So that's the beginning of the first kata, taikyoku sona ichi. Now we're going to work on the beginning of the next kata, taikyoku sona ni kete. There's 2 differences between the first and the second kata. Taikyoku sona ichi is all stomach punches. Taikyoku sona ni kete is stomach kick and face punches. Okay, so there's 2 differences: the level of the punch as well as the included kick. Turn and block. 1, 2, kick, face punch. 1, 2, kick, face punch. 1, block down. 2, kick, face punch, and then 3 and 4 after. Okay. So again, once more, a little bit sharper. 1, 2, kick, punch. 1, 2, kick, punch. 1, 2, kick, punch. 3, kick, punch. 4, kick, punch. Again, I do not have space. Last time. 1, 2, keep the shoulder back. Slide back on 1. 2, kick, face punch, left leg out. 1, block down. 2, kick, punch. Now we're going to move on to taikyoku sona san. Now, taikyoku katas, you have 3, not 4, 3. 3 taikyoku katas. Taikyoku sona ichi, taikyoku sona ni kete, and taikyoku sona san. But taikyoku sona san has 2 versions. One with the kick and one without the kick. Okay, so there's 2 versions of taikyoku sona san. We're going to do the version without the kick to begin with. Yoi, so you're looking to your left. Left. 1. Block uchiuki. Sitting down in that stance. 2. Slide back. 1. Nekarashi. Sitting down in that stance. Back up straight. 2. Now block down. 1. Maga number 2. Face punch. 3. Face punch. 4. Face punch once more. And again. 1. Look and block. Sitting down. 2. Forward. Slide back. 2. Pushing out this way. 1. Block down. 2. Face punch. 3. Face punch. 4. Face punch. So that's all 3 punches going forward in a line. This third kata, taikyoku sona san, is for children in the junior syllabus. That is orange stripe and above. For the seniors, this is a yellow belt. Okay? Right, now we're going to do taikyoku sona san kete, the kicking version. The kicking version. Taikyoku sona san kete. Yoi. 1. Exactly the same start. But from here, snap that maigiri. Now keep your head as still as possible. snap the maigiri, 2, forward and punch. And pull back, keep the arms still, sitting down, weight back, kick, forward punch, stomach punch at the sides, block down, kete chudan, jodan zuki, stomach kick, face punch, okay? Right, and again, 1, look and block. Keep the arms still, kick, 2, slide and punch. Pull the hip back for that block, weight back. So if I'm leaning forward, you're not going to be able to kick very well. You have to have your weight back in this nekarashidachi. Kick, then slide forward for the punch. Left leg goes out, block down, kate chudan jodan zuki, and again kick punch, and again kick punch. So, 4 katas. Taikosana ich, taikosana ni, kete, and then you have taikosana san without the kick, and taikosana san kete with the kick. Okay, so let's just do the start of each of those. First one, taikosana ich. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, slide punch, 4, slide punch. Okay, reset back. Now we're going to do the next one. Taikyoku sona ni kete. 1, 2, front kick, face punch. 1, 2. Step out to the left. 1, 2, 3, do the same. 4, do the same again. And now taikosana san, we're going to do the version without the kick. Taikosana san, yoi. 1, 2, moving back. 1, 2, and fall to the center. 1, block down. 2, face punch. 3, face punch. 4, face punch. And taikosana san kete, the kicking version of that kata. 1, kick, and on the second count, 2, slide punch. 1, block and kick, 2, slide punch. 1, block down, 2, kick punch, 3, kick punch, 4, kick punch again. Good. I'm assuming you got that right. Well done. Okay. We're not going to do any more work on katas today. From here, hook sweep. So, left fighting stance. Keep the arms as still as possible. Heel step, hook sweep, and back. 1. Hook that body across. Keep that head as straight as possible. 2. So each day at the end we'll work on 1 sweep. 3. 4, and notice my supporting foot is rotating. 5, oh, I'm out of frame. Okay, I'll do it here. 6, so as I step up, see how my foot is facing the opposite direction. 7, so turn that hip, and change feet. Now do on the other side. 1, so turn the hip across and back. 2, keep your head looking as straight as you can. 3, so imagine if you're trying to sweep someone's foot, if you miss and do this, you're in a bad position, you're more likely to get hit. Whereas if you go to sweep someone, you miss, but you land here, you're in a much more dominant position as opposed to that over rotation. So that's why we have to keep looking forward. 6, apologies, I've lost count. 7, keep looking straight. 8, 9, turn that hip, pull that knee across. 10. Good. And yame, we're going to step back because we're in a fighting stance. Masubudachi and rei. Excellent. So remember this video we're going to upload onto YouTube. I'll try and get it up as soon as possible. A big thank you to all of you who have subscribed to our YouTube channel. which, like I said before, we're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers so we can put this out live on YouTube, which a lot of people prefer because they can easily cast it to their TV. So, apart from that, remember to catch up on all the content we've been putting out on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. See you next week, same time next week. Yes.
That stops recording at 30 minutes.
What is?
That. The camera.
6? How many people?
No, it was about 10, I think.
Yeah. No one's going to watch it, are they? I started enjoying the sun.